Hello viewers, it's me and welcome back to this channel. And for today I have a couple of things that I have to announce. And of course, as you may know, this is a status log right here. So there's a lot that I can explain here, of course, as I had to talk about since the last status log. And of course, there's a lot of things that will happen this month, of course. There's a lot, but we're going to explain a lot here as we get through it. So for the meantime, which get my mind off because recently my classes in my city was just suspended for preemptive reasons for preparedness because there was a typhoon coming around and it would be enhanced with the southwest monsoon, so that's the reason. But yeah, as that was made as a preemptive measure. But with that matter, I have a lot of things to talk about here. So I might say, a couple of things that I can explain here. Life developments, of course, that's important. There is a lot that really happened, and some statuses on some of my future videos. And you may be wondering, I'm back at Art Fight. This is about a new account, and I'm gonna explain everything a little later, though, and lead up to the reason why I changed my profile picture and banner, and also the intro. So, with that matter, let's get this going because this is going to be a wild one. So, first of all, there were some big life developments ever since the last status log. Now, as you may know, I did participate in the National Information Science and Technology Challenge for Youth with Disabilities. Of course, under my real name, of course, between July 22nd until the 25th at Tagaytay City, Cavite, and of which I somehow did well, or at least partially, with some of the categories here, which are e-combination, which is you basically research everything, then put some of the data you have gathered on an Excel spreadsheet, of which there are three sheets. One is the research, two is the how you're going to input the data, of course, via the formulas, and then the three where you're gonna make charts, and then after which you for each question or each sheet you can put it into a PowerPoint presentation. That's the concept of the e-combination thing, of which I partially finished it, almost all of them. But yeah, then comes the e-interactive, of which you as a group you can create an game using vector blocks and teachable machine. And yeah, it was also teamwork, so I did some little help with this one. It is also the same thing for e-creative, except for the fact that you have to make a short film that is exactly 2 minutes or less, I might say. But yeah, I basically I was a part of that film. I was acting as, I don't know, but whatever. I was the brother, but yeah. And then the one that I somehow have some difficulty in it, but eventually did it very well. That is the e-creative, where you can use a smart car to make it through the finish line. Using the map that the organizers have given us, and it was made using picto blocks. Usually it was Scratch, but for some reason they decided to use picto blocks just for reasons. But yeah, and somehow the organizers did very well with how I scored, and I have to say that this was good for me. My experience in Tagaytay is good, especially for the accommodations and everything else. But it's so relaxing, especially for the fact that, but especially with the help of my teammates, all of them basically from Valenzuela City. By the way, that's the city where I live in. Well, they have shown passion and, of course, pride, and that's basically the reason why that all of us have been qualified. You're that right. I was one of the 12 qualifiers in that year's NISTC. I was announced as the top 7 qualifier, with some of my teammates also getting through. One is hold on. User is I don't know how to say, but user that has a hard of speech disabilities that got the top 11 qualifying spot, and then there are 2 top ranks. One for the hard of hearing and one for the physical disabilities, and all of them were from here, except for the fact that there are other ones from Quezon City, if I remember correctly. But yeah, and also there are some other qualifiers as well from Taguig, from Pangasinan, and etc. But it is what it is. So as you may know, things are getting well, especially for the fact that I was one of the 12 qualifiers, which that means that I'll be heading over to Da Nang, Vietnam for this October's Global IT Challenge, which will be basically the international version of the NISTC, except for the fact that it will be featured a bunch of countries from Thailand to Vietnam to India and of course South Korea, of which the latter which are the ones that used to organize previous editions, and they're the ones that helped start it. So yeah, and I'm really excited that I will be joining in as well because I somehow took Jaime Dismaya the Third's way of doing it. So hello, Jaime, but whatever. But anyways, that mattered. I have been qualified for the Global IT Challenge, which will take place this October something because I have the schedule here. Let me pull up for you. Okay, so the schedule for the Global IT Challenge will take place between October 27th and 29th at and Da Nang in Vietnam, of course. It will be it's Tuesday until Thursday, of which I will be excused for the whole week. Yes, I'll be excused for the whole week in school. So, yeah, so that's basically the plan here, but I don't want to focus on that right now because I have a lot of things to talk about. So, as previously stated, I have participated in the NISTC and Tagaytay City on June 22nd to 25th, where I was one of the qualifiers to the JITC. I'll be the 12th participants for the Philippines. So good luck for me, I guess. But yeah, so with that matter, it's time to move on to some other stuff, of course. Because of that NISTC development, though, I have missed a couple of activities and I decided to comply with them. But procrastination, well, that's a thing now. So because of those school activities and some other stuff, I have kept procrastinating on some things, which would mean that some content may not be released at least. So yeah, and of course, as you may know, I haven't even got to start some production on some of these videos yet, and yeah, that's basically what it is. But what I have to say here is that I have been catching up on some of those stuff right now. So with that mattered, it's time to move on now. So, and next up is me talking about some of my future videos. First, the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 review. So far, I've been to Episode 7. Episode 7 already. I might about to watch Episode 8 right now, but I don't know when I will watch it because of unknown reasons. But yeah, but don't worry, this will be finished. Hopefully by this month. Hopefully this month I should finish it. And maybe Wonder Man as well. Hopefully. But as soon as I was able to get all the stuff in, well, yeah, for the meanwhile, I have still making some progress on these two reviews, but for the meanwhile, these will be released maybe this month, hopefully. Then, of course, the iceberg. Yeah, so I have planned an iceberg video that I was supposed to make hopefully this month as well, but because of procrastination, that thing was also delayed. And this one's all about Descendants. I have to explain the whole lore about this Disney Channel original movie franchise. That includes everything from characters, actors, events, and everything else. Well, I have planned so far at least a couple of things here. Like, I have listed some interesting stuff on my iceberg, whatever this thing is. But so far, I have put a little bit of context here for now. But as soon as I got some help from some people, I think this will hopefully be finished because it's a hard thing for one man job, of course. So that iceberg project is on hold for now, but yeah. And up next, I have a couple of things to look forward throughout the whole month, because of course those two things can basically make things a lot more wild here. So first of all, Art Fight is happening, and I decided to come back this time. Oh my god, sorry. This time with a new account. A new account, rather than using my old one and changing my birthday, which would possibly lead me to a ban, I might say. If that's the case, I decided to create a new account, this time under the name Duncan Nichols. This time it is a brand new account. I decided to use that, and I have uploaded one of my original characters to Art Fight, of course. And if you wanted to attack them, please check out my Linktree, where you can find my Art Fight account there. And of course, I should not display it on this video for reasons. But yes, in the video description, sorry. So yeah, you can now fight me at Art Fight with all my characters, and maybe soon I should bring back some of my past uh, object show OCs. Maybe, I don't know, because two of them are certainly important for this channel's for my entire history as a YouTuber. But for the meanwhile, I think I'm gonna settle with these. So yeah, you can fight me now at Art Fight. I'm on Team Mystery, and it is what it is. So Team Mystery is such an interesting team, especially despite the fact that the team as of right now is at dead last. But yeah, so far I have made at least 3 to 4 attacks, and hopefully I should do more by the time by the days ahead until the end of the month. So for the meanwhile, you can find me at Art Fight, or attack me at Art Fight at artfight.net/ whatever the symbol is, Duncan Nichols. So you can check it out by clicking the link tree and this channel's homepage, and you can find my Art Fight account there. So for the meantime, you can attack me at Art Fight, where you can with my original characters. So with that mattered, and let's move on to the final thing that I have to talk about here. Why did you change your profile picture, banner, and channel intro just for one certain occasion? And I will do it by the next month, and by the next month, and by the coming months. At least except for November, because November will be basically normal, because it will just basically just normal stuff. But yeah, July is where things would get interesting here. Summer, everything else, and the finale of Heartstopper. But what's more exciting than the finale of Heartstopper? Titled Heartstopper Forever. Well, yeah, I've been a Descendants fan since last year, and it's kind of a bit complicated to explain this, but ever since I graduated, I somehow stumbled upon zombies and Descendants. But I was about to get more interested with the latter now, since the 5th installment of Zombies is currently in post-production. But yeah, so I've been so ecstatic about this Disney Channel original movie franchise ever since I gained an interest in it. Even so that I have already watched the first 3 movies, might have watched the 4th one just yet, hopefully. And yeah, I'm kind of a bit excited about the 5th one right now. That is titled Wicked Wonderland. And all those stuff had led me to this. So I decided to change my profile picture, profile banner, and the channel intro into this aesthetic. And from a perspective like this, I think it's looking great for me, especially with the aesthetics of the Wonderland theme or some sorts. I think this would be great for me. So this would symbolize that I am a true Descendants fan ever since last year, I might say. But yeah, I'm kind of a bit excited for this, since this and Camp Rock 3 are basically my most anticipated for this year. Do you have an opinion on that? But anyways, that's what I have to say here, except for the fact that my profile picture, banner, and the channel intro have been changed in anticipation for one of my most anticipated movies of this year. So with that matter, that's it for this status log. It's kind of a bit interesting to hear, but it is what it is. So of course, live developments. I have participated in the NISTC, was one of the top 12 qualifiers for the Global IT Challenge. And yeah, a lot of procrastination because of that development. I have been through 7 episodes of Daredevil Born Again season 2, and I am about to watch the final episode. The review will start as soon as possible. Then the iceberg video is currently in progress as of right now. I'm getting some ideas already. Art Fight, of course, you can attack me right now, of course, until the end of the month. And then, of course, some interesting channel looks changes, of course, for this month. And for the meantime, I guess I might say that'll be it for this video, since I don't have any ideas flying in right now. But yeah, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's status log. If you have been, I don't know what I have to say here, because it's been a year since Zombies 4 premiered, and still it has a lot of things changed. But whatever. Yeah, and I also need to change too, because, of course, because this is why I am Duncan Nichols, my stage name, by the way. And yeah, I don't know what I have to say here, but anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's status log, and I might do a couple more stuff in the coming weeks or so, usually on the weekend. And I just posted the new Reality Resort reaction on this channel, where it's all about a new episode, mystery theme one, where we had to find quote unquote murder a certain contestant around the resort. But whatever, you should check it out right now. You should, of course, if you can, by checking out that video on this channel, Duncan Nichols, by the way. Also for ESCDN, I forgot to mention that there will be some content on the way. I'll be doing my usual yearly ranking of all of the acts in the Junior Song Festival. As of right now, 3 songs have been released, and the 4th one, which is the crossovers, will be released as in the coming hours. So for the meanwhile, I guess that'll be it for ESCDN, except for the fact that I will be uploading JESC content and hopefully ESC Asia. But for now, I guess that's it, since it will be 20 minutes long. So with that matter, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you on in the next one, if that's possible. Because, yeah, this is going to be a while for me to process on all those things. See you around, guys.